fall like fire in the rain. No sudden sparks, no borrowed flame. We let the silence learn our names and stay. We didn't chase the words forever or try to steal tomorrow's face. We met each other where we were, in place. Every step was taken slowly, every breath had room to move. We weren't running toward the answer, we were learning how to choose. We didn't rush the becoming, we let love find its way. We didn't force the feeling or ask it to stay. We didn't rush the becoming, we listened to the time, let our hearts grow into truth, one line at a time. We learned the weight of simple days, the quiet power of maybe, how trust is built in gentle ways, slowly. You didn't pull me from my past or ask me to be new. You loved the parts still finding shape in view. Every doubt had room to breathe, every hope could rise or fall. We didn't ask for guarantees, we gave our all. We didn't rush the becoming, we let it feel unsure. We let love change us quietly and endure. We didn't rush the becoming, no promises we couldn't keep, just two hearts learning how to stand before they leap. Maybe love is not the lightning, but the sky that learns to glow. Not the words we say in passion, but the ones we never show. If time is more than something lost or something we outrun, then loving you was letting life become. We didn't rush the becoming, we trusted what we felt. We didn't need a finish line to know ourselves. We didn't rush the becoming, and that's what made it real. Love stayed because we let it grow, not steal. If love remembers how it grew and who we were then, it will always know we didn't rush. The becoming, we were standing in the quiet, words were fading into air. Every line we left unspoken still felt like they lingered there. There was something in the distance, but it wasn't space or time. It was everything we weren't saying, still echoing in my mind. No goodbye, no reason why, yet I felt you still inside. Your silence was still alive, like a heartbeat we couldn't hide. Every moment held the truth, even when we let it slide. No words came, but I could feel every part of something real. In the quiet we survived, your silence was still alive. I remember how you looked at me, like you almost said my name. But the moment passed between us, still it never felt the same. There was meaning in the stillness, more than words could ever give. Like a love that didn't vanish, just found another way to live. Every space we left behind still was filled with you and I. Your silence was still alive in the tears we kept inside. Every shadow, every light held the truth we couldn't fight. No goodbye could ever end what we never had to mend. In the quiet we survived, your silence was still alive. Maybe words would only break it, maybe sound would make it fade. All we had was something deeper, in the quiet that we made. And if time should pull us under, or the world moves us apart, I'll still hear you in the silence, like a voice inside my heart. Your silence was still alive, stronger than the tears we cried. Every second proved it true, I was never far from you. No ending we could define, no beginning left behind. In the quiet love survived, your silence was still alive. Still alive. Be the end. In the end, in the space, you were there. I was walking through the silence with a heart that barely spoke. Every shadow felt like loneliness. Every dream was left in smoke. Empty streets and quiet echoes. Every step just led to more of the same old broken feeling, like I'd been here all before. Then you found me in the dark, like a light against my scars. See, the night didn't feel empty anymore when you walked right through that door. Every piece of me came back to life, like I'd never felt before. In your eyes I found a place to stay, where the silence slipped away. And in your arms I finally saw the night didn't feel empty anymore. There was something in your laughter, like a song I used to know. Soft and warm, it pulled me closer to a truth I couldn't show. All the walls I built for safety started falling one by one. In the space your love was holding, I could feel what we'd become. Every heartbeat led me there, to a love we didn't fear. The night didn't feel empty anymore, like a home I'd searched before. Every tear I used to hide away didn't matter anymore. In your touch I found a melody that was always meant for me. And in that moment I just knew the night didn't feel empty anymore. Maybe all the lonely nights were just leading me to you. Every broken piece of time made this moment feel so true. And if the morning tries to take you, or the world pulls us apart, I'll still carry every second of your light inside my heart. The night didn't feel empty anymore. You were everything I'd waited for. Every dream I almost gave away came alive within your door. And if this feeling fades someday, I'll still know it found its way. 'Cause in your love I finally learned the night didn't feel empty anymore. I was saved. The room was barely moving, like time forgot to flow. Curtains held the evening in a quiet amber glow. You stood so close beside me, no need to speak a line. The world just faded softly where your breathing met mine. I've no words that try too hard to say what hearts can't prove, but something in that silence was already the truth. Where your breathing met mine, I felt the space align. No promises of always, just a moment so divine. Where your breathing met mine, no fear left to hide. Like every broken piece of me fell back into place inside. We didn't chase the future or question what we'd find. We let the seconds linger without a need for time. Your heartbeat moved so slowly, like it was echoing mine, and everything made sense again in that fragile line. Some love tries to capture what it cannot hold, but ours just stayed in stillness and let itself unfold. Where your breathing met mine, I didn't need to know if it would last forever or be gone tomorrow. Where your breathing met mine, I finally understood love doesn't need a lifetime to be good. Maybe love is not the distance that we measure in years. Maybe it's the closeness that erases our fears. If all we had was that moment suspended in time, then everything I needed was already mine. Where your breathing met mine, I saw the truth so clear. Some love doesn't need forever to stay right here. Where your breathing met mine, and nothing felt denied. The quiet kind of love that never has to hide. If I lose the world tomorrow, I'll still be fine. I've already lived forever. Where your breathing met mine. I tried to walk the other way, like nothing ever pulled my heart. But every step began to say I was never far apart. Your eyes were quiet in the rain, like calling out my name again. I thought the night would hide the flame, but love was never playing games. Love didn't ask me to stay away. It found my heart anyway. Through every wall I tried to raise, your light was breaking through the grave. No silent plea, no words to say. Love didn't ask me to stay away. Somewhere inside the truth would stay. Love didn't ask me to stay away. The night grew softer as you spoke, like time had slowed to let us breathe. And every quiet word you wrote was something my heart could believe. No fear was stronger than the calm. Your presence carried in your arms. I tried to guard my heart before, but love had opened every door. Love didn't ask me to stay away. It led my wandering heart to stay. Through every doubt I held inside, your warmth was standing by my side. No broken line we must replay. Love didn't ask me to stay away. And in your arms I heard it say, love didn't ask me to stay away. Maybe love is never planned. It just appears and takes your hand. Through the quiet and the fear, until the truth becomes so clear. Love didn't ask me to stay away. It brought the dawn into the gray. Through every storm that tried to stay, your heart was guiding me this way. No lonely road, no yesterday. Love didn't ask me to stay away. And even now I hear it say, love never asked me to stay away. We walked a road I knew too well. through empty nights and quiet fears. The world kept turning like a wheel, but nothing changed the passing years, until the moment you appeared, and suddenly the sky was clear. No miracle, no flashing sign, just peace I'd never known before. Your presence was the difference between the dark and morning light, between a lonely heart and hope, between surrender and the fight. No grand design, no circumstance, just love that happened by your glance. Your presence was the difference that changed my life that night. Your voice was softer than the rain, falling gently on my soul, and every word erased the pain, like broken pieces made me whole. A quiet calm I couldn't see was suddenly surrounding me. I thought the world would stay the same, but you had changed the way I breathe. Your presence was the difference between the silence and the song, between the road that led nowhere, and finally finding where I belong. No sudden storm, no circumstance, just love revealed within your glance. Your presence was the difference that turned my weakness into strength. Maybe love is quiet grace, showing up at the right place, not a promise loud and bright, just a heart that feels like home tonight. Your presence was the difference between the shadows and the dawn, between a heart that walked alone, knowing I could carry on. Through every year and circumstance, I still remember that first glance. Your presence was the difference, and in my Walked a road of quiet doubt, where every dream could fade away. The night was full of questions now. No words were strong enough to stay. But when you looked into my eyes, the shadows slowly disappeared. No complicated mystery, just truth I could finally see. Love didn't leave me wondering. It showed my heart where I belong. No hidden doors, no silent pain, just something steady, calm and strong. No restless night remembering. Love didn't leave me wondering. And in your arms I found the song my heart had waited for so long. The wind was whispering through the dark, like echoes from another time. But in your touch I felt a spark that slowly settled in my mind. The past I carried slipped away, like rain that fades before the dawn. No fragile truth to rearrange. Your love had always felt the same. Love didn't leave me wondering. It stayed when every fear was near. Through every silent moment there, your quiet heart made everything clear. No lonely road I'm wandering. Love didn't leave me wondering. And through the calm I understood your love was always something good. Maybe love is simply life, breaking softly through the night. Not a storm that pulls apart, just a truth inside the heart. Love didn't leave me wondering. It held my heart when hope was gone. Through every year that lies ahead, your quiet love will still live on. No distant road I'm wandering. Love didn't leave me wandering. And in the calm your arms became the place my restless soul remains. Walked a road of quiet doubt, where every dream could fade away. The night was full of questions now. No words were strong enough to stay. But when you looked into my eyes, the shadows slowly disappeared. No complicated mystery, just truth I could finally see. Love didn't leave me wondering. It showed my heart where I belong. No hidden doors, no silent pain, just something steady, calm and strong. No restless night remembering. Love didn't leave me wondering. And in your arms I found the song my heart had waited for so long. The wind was whispering through the dark, like echoes from another time. But in your touch I felt a spark that slowly settled in my mind. The past I carried slipped away, like rain that fades before the dawn. No fragile truth to rearrange. Your love had always felt the same. Love didn't leave me wondering. It stayed when every fear was near. Through every silent moment there, your quiet heart made everything clear. No lonely road I'm wandering. Love didn't leave me wondering. And through the calm I understood your love was always something good. Maybe love is simply light, breaking softly through the night. Not a storm that pulls apart, just a truth inside the heart. Love didn't leave me wondering. It held my heart when hope was gone. Through every year that lies ahead, your quiet love will still live on. No distant road I'm wandering. Love didn't leave me wandering. And in the calm your arms became the place my restless soul remains. We spoke in half sentences, let the silence lead. Every pause was telling us what we didn't need. No lines to memorize, no truth to prove. We listened with our hearts and let the moment move. I've known words that promise and leave you cold, but this felt warmer than anything told. We trusted the space between words where honesty lives. In every breath we didn't take and all we didn't give, we trusted the space between words. No rush, no claim. Love learned to speak in silence and still remain. Your eyes stayed on my heartbeat, not in my past. You let the moment stretch itself and last. I didn't have to explain or defend. You met me in the quiet, in the end. Some love needs language to feel secure. Ours just needed patience to endure. We trusted the space between words. When doubts appeared, we let the truth arrive unfeared. We trusted the space between words and learned to stay. Sometimes love grows deeper when we say less. Maybe love isn't louder than all the rest. Maybe it's the calm we choose instead. If hearts can hear each other when voices fade, then everything we felt was said. We trusted the space between words, and now I know some love is spoken clearest when we let go. We trusted the space between words. Time stood still. The quiet told us everything we couldn't feel. If the world keeps talking over what we heard, I remember how we loved between the words. Didn't rush the silence when the words ran dry. We stayed inside the feeling, let the seconds pass us by. No promises were spoken, no future to defend. Just two hearts breathing till the moment found its end. We knew the night was fragile, like a flame too close to skin. So we held it gently and didn't break it in. We let the moment finish, didn't beg it to stay. We loved it while it lived, then watched it fade away. We let the moment finish, like a final kiss. Nothing else could follow after something like this. asking for more time. You read the truth in my eyes before I cross the line. We didn't steal tomorrow or borrow yesterday. We stayed right where we were and let the feeling play. Love doesn't always need a reason to begin. Sometimes it only asks to be felt then and we let the moment finish. No anger, no regret, just a quiet understanding we'll never quite forget. We let the moment finish, didn't try to pretend. Some love is beautiful because it ends. Maybe forever would have broken us or taught us how to bleed. Maybe love knew better than what we thought we needed. So we stayed still in the truth, let the night decide. And when the moment finished, we didn't hide. We let the moment finish with open hands, no less demands, just where we stand. We let the moment finish, soft and clean, nothing left undone between you and me. If love still remembers us, it won't be with pain. It'll say we were gentle when we let the moment end. You never counted the hours when I fell apart. You stayed in the silence, guarding my heart. When nights felt endless and hope ran thin, you didn't ask questions, you just came in. I was used to love with conditions and time, but you showed me care that didn't draw a line. Your care had no deadline, no just until. You held the pieces of me I couldn't feel. Your care had no deadline, no final day. You stayed when every promise walked away. You listened to fears I never said. Read all the cracks inside my head. You didn't fix me or try to pretend. You love me whole, not just the ends. I've learned healing doesn't rush or need a name. It just needs someone who stays the same. Your care had no deadline, no ticking clock. You never left when time got hard. Your care had no deadline, no price to pay. You gave me patience I couldn't say. Maybe love isn't fireworks or words that shine. Maybe it's quiet hands that hold through time. If forever is too heavy for hearts to say, you prove love can stay without a day. Your care had no deadline, no end in sight. You stood beside my shadow every night. Your care had no deadline, and now I know some love doesn't leave or let you go. If the world keeps counting days we can't define, I remember your care had no deadline.